The snow fell softly on the small town of Haverstone, blanketing the streets, rooftops, and trees in a white glow that looked almost magical. Christmas lights twinkled from every window, but for Lina, the world outside felt dim. She used to love Christmas, the songs, the memories, the decorations, but this year everything felt heavy. It was her first Christmas alone. Her parents had moved abroad, her friends traveled for the holidays, and her relationship had ended in the most painful way. So she spent her days working extra shifts at the small bookstore she managed, pretending she didn't feel the silence whenever she went home. But fate had a plan for her, one she didn't expect. The stranger in the snow. It happened 3 days before Christmas. Snow was falling harder than usual, and the wind was sharp. Lina was closing the store when a loud engine cough echoed from outside. A black car pulled up in front, but didn't even make it to the parking space before it sputtered and died. A tall guy stepped out, wrapped in a dark coat, breath fogging in the freezing air. He looked frustrated, confused, and honestly very handsome. "Are you okay?" Lina asked, walking toward him carefully. He gave a small laugh, rubbing the back of his neck. "Yeah, except my car just died in the middle of a snowstorm. Perfect timing, right?" She smiled genuinely for the first time in weeks. "I'm guessing you're not from around here?" "No," he replied. "I'm Aaron. I was driving to the city for Christmas, but looks like the universe had other plans." Lina pointed to the store behind her. "You can wait inside. It's warm and I can help you call for a tow." "Are you sure?" he asked, shivering. "Yes, come in. Before you freeze." They hurried into the warm bookstore. The moment he stepped inside, he exhaled deeply as if the heat was saving his life. A connection she didn't expect. As she helped him contact the mechanic, they talked. At first, just small things. "Where are you from? What brings you here? Why are you traveling alone?" But slowly, deeper questions slipped in. "So, you love books?" he asked, glancing around. "They're my safe place," she answered softly. He nodded. "Mine too." There was something gentle about him, calm, sincere, someone who understood silence. Someone who wasn't afraid of deep conversations. When the mechanic finally called back, the news wasn't good. No repairs until after Christmas. Aaron sighed, then looked at Lina with a helpless smile. "Looks like I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here." "Don't worry," she said. "Haverstone isn't bad. It's small, but it's warm." He smiled. "Like you." Her cheeks warmed more than the heater. The days before Christmas, Aaron found a small inn to stay at not far from the bookstore. But somehow, maybe by chance, maybe not, he ended up spending almost every hour of the next 2 days with Lina. They went for hot chocolate. They walked through the snowy streets. They talked about life, pain, happiness, dreams. He told her about losing his brother last year and how Christmas had never felt the same since. She told him about her heartbreak and how she stopped believing in love and miracles. Yet with every moment they shared, she felt her heart unlocking again, little by little. "You're easy to talk to," he told her one evening as they walked under the Christmas lights. "So are you. Maybe we're healing each other," he said with a small smile. She didn't know why, but she believed him. On Christmas Eve, the snow fell heavier than ever. They met in front of the town's Christmas tree, the biggest one in the center of Haverstone. The lights glowed golden against the white night. Aaron was holding something behind his back. "What is that?" she asked, laughing. "Close your eyes." She hesitated. "Trust me," he said softly. She closed them. He placed something warm into her hands. When she opened her eyes, she saw it. A small glass snow globe. Inside it, a tiny bookstore covered in snow. Her bookstore. "I saw it and I thought of you," he whispered. "I wanted you to have something that reminds you of how magical your world is, even if you don't see it sometimes." Her eyes filled with tears she tried hard to hide. "Aaron, why did you do this?" "Because you made me feel Christmas again," he said. "And because meeting you feels like the miracle I didn't know I needed." What? For the first time in a long time, she felt something warm inside her chest. A spark, a soft, glowing feeling. Hope. But miracles come with reality. On Christmas morning, the mechanic arrived earlier than expected. Aaron's car was repaired. He could finally leave. He stood in front of the bookstore, suitcase on the ground, snow falling quietly around them. "So, I guess this is goodbye," Lina whispered. Aaron looked at her, really looked at her, and stepped closer. "These 3 days changed something in me," he said. "But I don't want to make promises I can't keep." "You deserve honesty." She nodded, eyes stinging. "I don't want you to stay because of me," she said. "I'm glad I met you, even if this is where it ends." He stepped even closer and kissed her forehead, slow, gentle, meaningful. "Thank you for giving me back my Christmas," he said, and then he left. She watched his car drive away, holding the snow globe tightly in her hands, feeling her heart break and heal. At the same 1 week later, New Year's Eve, Lina was shelving books when the doorbell chimed. The sound she'd heard 1,000 times, but today it felt different. She turned around. Her heart stopped. Aaron was standing there, snow in his hair, breathing fast as if he ran all the way. "Aaron?" she whispered. He smiled, that same gentle smile she'd fallen for. "I tried to leave," he said breathlessly. "I really did, but every road, every thought, every moment kept bringing me back to you." She blinked, confused and overwhelmed. "Why did you come back?" He stepped closer until he was right in front of her. "Because I realized something," he said softly. "My Christmas miracle wasn't the town, wasn't the snow, wasn't even the healing. It was you." She froze. Aaron continued, "I don't know where this will go. I don't know what the future holds, but I want to find out with you, if you'll let me." Lina felt her heart burst open, warm and grateful and full. She threw her arms around him, eyes closing as tears fell. "Yes," she whispered against his chest. "Yes, Aaron, I'm glad you came back for me." Snow fell outside, lights glowed softly, and inside that little bookstore, 2 hearts that had been lost finally found each other. The kind of miracle that only happens once.